Okay, how you doing? My name is Tyler Paopao. I'm the tight ends coach at University of South Dakota. What I want to talk briefly about today is a little technique on the perimeter, the backside of any zone read game or any quarterback option run game where you got the big guy in the backfield as a possible ball carrier out of the backside of a zone play. Now, first of all, everybody has different philosophies on this. Obviously, everything is good, everything is bad. It's all about the way that you're able to execute it. But if we're talking about two receivers backside and we'll go out of a double slot open set, obviously we understand that there are multiple options these days, and everybody kind of runs some version of the zone read in some way at every level. And obviously that is the main function and the main objective of running these plays, is to hand the ball to your big time ball carriers and get it done. Now, obviously teams play the zone read different ways, and when we do get a guy squeezing that, we have got to, in my opinion, be able to match up the blocking schemes on the backside with the fact that our quarterback is going to be a ball carrier, with the fact that our quarterback is, in most cases, a guy that you don't want taking a high volume of big time shots as a ball carrier. So what we like to talk about is something we call a 2-second, a delayed block on the backside, when we do have a front side run game with a 5 technique read on the backside. And it's a pretty simple process. You're a lot of times going to get some type of apex player coming out of the box to be able to cover some of these open formations. You're going to get a corner always, obviously, on the backside, and you're going to get some type of safety player. So what we teach is we want to go ahead, and if we are running zone away, obviously we like to over communicate and make sure everybody's on the same page with what type of scheme we have going on. But we want to always give the illusion of a pass route release. So we want to burst off the football, and what we tell our guys when we're backside of a read play is that we want to eat up half of the cushion to the defender with a pass route release, full speed, burst out of it, and sell pass. Now, once we get to halfway through that cushion, we want to go ahead and go from a speed base with narrow feet to a bit more of a balanced up lateral movement base. So we're going to go from a full out sprint for 1 to 2 steps, half the cushion, and then we are going to come to a little bit of balance with our feet and be ready for the defender to react one way or the other. Now, you can't have the best of both worlds. Obviously, using this technique, you're going to be a little bit late at times on a linebacker that triggers into the box when he sees that the ball has been given to the back. In that case, we've come to balance. We're able to move flat out of our stutter, and we are able to try to go get a body on him for anything that may break a tackle, bounce, roll back, and be able to cover that up. What we are actually here for, and what we are betting on and making sure we are covered for, is a pull read where a quarterback is going to contain out of the box and run the football. So in that case, we want to be stuttered up halfway through the cushion, and we want to wait for a reaction from this defender. Now, when this defender sees that the ball is pulled and the quarterback is a ball carrier, more likely than not, he is going to come toward the receiver, and we are going to be able to strike him with all the great fundamentals. You talk about blocking, elbows tight, thumbs up, and keep our feet moving. And we want to strike with a sternum, midline, midpoint, that turns into an outside leverage. Now, very key coaching point is we do not want to go to outside leverage and let him undercut us and go get the quarterback. We want to strike the midpoint first and then try to work to capture outside leverage so that the chief back here can go ahead and get to the sideline and get out of bounds without being forced into a cutback into a whole bunch of things where there's not a big future in there for him physically. Same technique is used on the outside when we're blocking guys on the edge with corners.